Hi, my name is Travis Masar. I'm with Pig and Tiger, and we are making a Philly roast pork hoagie. This is a Taiwanese-inspired restaurant. Has nothing to do with Philly pork rolls, but I spent 4 years in Philly, and it's probably one of my favorite sandwiches, and it is very hard to find here in Denver. So I was craving it, and when you crave something, you just make it. Another sandwich show? Philly roast pork hoagie is probably one of my favorite sandwiches of all time. Roast pork shoulder, rubbed down with lots of herbs, slow roasted, and then reheated in its own jus with sharp provolone and broccoli rabe. It's called a roast pork sandwich, but it's actually a braised pork sandwich. So the meat in itself is going to be a pork shoulder boneless that we butterfly all the way out. We're going to rub down with a puree of parsley, rosemary, basil, fennel seed, and some coriander seed, and lots of salt and olive oil. For every clove of garlic, there's like 1 petal of rosemary. So you don't want it overpowering. This isn't a rosemary sandwich. This is an herb sandwich.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. Watch out now. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Everybody watch out. Watch out now. I'm ready for a good time and I came to groove. The whole band's here and we came to move. Got a fresh haircut and 2 new shoes. We're here all night like we got nothing to lose. I'm coming out the jacket cause we're turning up the heat. I wanna see you clapping when you get up out your seat. It's time to make it happen when we hit these streets. I'm coming in hot and I can't be beat. Watch out now. Baby, watch out now. Watch out.
So you're going to take your boneless pork shoulder, you're going to butterfly it all the way out.
Man on a mission with no missions and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. Watch out now.
And then with your herb puree, you will rub it down almost very similar to a porchetta. And then we will roll that up, tie it nice and tight, rub it down again, and then put it in a hotel pan with all the stems left over from the herbs with onions, garlic, red wine, chicken stock, or whatever stock you have. And we're going to actually braise it. It's called a roast pork sandwich, but it's actually a braised pork sandwich. So after it's been braised for about 2 hours, the goal is to hit 180 degrees. Since it's a pork shoulder, it can handle the heat. You want it nice and tender and you want to render out all that fat. But I actually then cool it down overnight. So A, we can slice it nice and thin, and B, it slowly helps reabsorb some of that and it doesn't dry out right away. Broccoli rabe, or if you're in Philly, some people do spinach. I like broccoli rabe, I like the bitterness. We cut it down, we wash it, and then in a cold pan, we add extra virgin olive oil, lots of garlic, and we just turn that on until the garlic starts to smell. Add a little bit of chili flakes, and right when that hits the pan, add your broccoli rabe, stir that in, salt, add some chicken stock, and then you're gonna braise this down for about 20 minutes. The jus, this is the key component of your pork roll. After the pork has cooled overnight, we take it out of those braising liquids, we warm it back up, we strain it all, and we save the whole thing, season it a little bit more if it needs it, and then that's what we're gonna reheat our sliced pork shoulder in. So what I like to do with that jus is I bring it up just before a boil, turn it off, and then add my portions of sliced pork into it, and then just warm that gently. If you keep it at a boil, you'll eventually just overcook it. Like anything you put in a boiling broth, it would just overcook. So this is just warming it through. A lot of the places in Philly, like EiTW&x or Tony Luke's, they slice it all and then they just have it in a warmer and they just keep adding, and then they add more jus and add more pork, and everything's just an assembly line. Sharp provolone is provolone that's been aged longer, so it has a lot more acidity to it, a lot of brightness. What that does is why I like it with sharp, it cuts through the richness of the pork and the broccoli rabe. Bread is a very key component. Any Philadelphian will tell you. I could not find a seeded hoagie roll, so I went to Marzick's and just got some really good baguettes here, but the seeds just add another texture, a little extra crunch to the whole thing, and helps the bread stand up. So we've got all the components to build this sandwich. We have pork that's been warmed in the jus. We have now the seasoned braised broccoli rabe that has like a little bit of lemon juice, lemon zest in there, baguette, and then we have the sharp provolone. Provolone goes on the baguette. I just warmed up the bread a little bit. Most places don't. And then you do the pork first, then the rabe. And wrap it all up nice and tight in some parchment paper. I think this is key because if you eat it right away, you just need everything to marry. These type of sandwiches are always better like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, because the juices all just, sorry, I'm salivating. They all just go, it just works. Yeah, this is our Philly roast pork hoagie.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would.
It looks good. Oh yeah. We're not in Philly anymore, but I'll take it. By lining the sandwich with the provolone first, it protects the bread from coming over soggy. The fattiness of the cheese cuts through the bitterness of the rabe, but then the rabe cuts through the richness of the pork. You need the cheese to fix the bitterness, but you need the bitterness to fix the richness of the pork. I think the sandwich is delicious. You get a little bit of heat from the chili flakes, and with the broccoli rabe, the cheese is good. The bread holds up. Like, that's the biggest thing about a sandwich. If your bread falls apart, your sandwich is no longer a sandwich. This is a sandwich I craved because I would eat it all the time. But the other thing is it's just everything you want it to be. It's like a French dip or a Chicago hot dip, but with herbs and pork, because it's better. But then you get like some bitterness, and yeah, I don't know. The sun's out. Go birds, go.
It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good.